Karate Kid Legends has to be one of the most what was the point of that movie I've seen in a really long time. The 2025 film follows a young kung fu prodigy who moves to New York City where he befriends a local girl and her father. When trouble strikes, he has to find the courage to break his mother's strict rule against fighting and enter a high-stakes martial arts tournament guided by legendary mentors from the past. This is a strange beast of a movie, not something I thought I'd say about a Karate Kid movie, but whatever. I'm a pretty big Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fan, and I think I was actually one of the few who was really looking forward to watching this. And boy, was it a bit of a wet fart. Honestly, it feels like you're watching cutscenes from a Karate Kid video game. I think that's the best way to put it. I didn't hate this movie. In fact, it's totally watchable. It just is there. It has no reason to exist. It, of course, dives headfirst into that classic 80s formula. New kid shows up, bully bullies him, new kid trains, and then boom, they settle their differences in a final showdown. But here's the thing, the movie's so busy jumping around all over the place that by the time the tournament finally arrives, you might have forgotten what the point was altogether. And what a tournament it is. Rules that make no sense, stakes that feel invented on the spot, and apparently you just can't settle your beef on the streets of New York anymore. In 2025, who knew? Jackie Chan brings some much needed personality and charm to this. He's as charming as ever, but the real scene stealer for me was Joshua Jackson, who ends up being the most interesting part of this entire film, which, considering he's actually supposed to be just a side character, isn't a great sign. The pacing and tone are all over the map, the dialogue is really sad, and the conflict is so cliche you could set your watch to it. And bless him, Ralph Macchio seems to have collected the easiest paycheck of his entire career. Of course, there's a couple of montages because what's a Karate Kid without them? And you know what? I think there's actually a good movie hiding somewhere in here, but it's buried under so many plot threads, tonal shifts, and forgettable moments that you'll struggle to remember it by the time the credits even roll. In fact, I think it's so forgettable, you'll probably forget it before you even leave the theater.
I've already forgotten about it.